feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along, push myself to be the best, die with no regrets, live with every breath, see my message start to spread, and I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens, life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means, always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it, and the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing, never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it, never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving, yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine, yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine, yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline, yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff, everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once, I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad, I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back, yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one, working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah, rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun, shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah, always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it, and the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing, never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it, never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving, yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine, yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine, yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline, yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah. Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a bad chick. All the boys stare, can't help it, it's a habit. Clothes that she wears, short skirt and a jacket. I just wanna get her all alone on a mattress. I just wanna have it, I just gotta have it. Rumors all around say her body is fantastic, all natural, not a piece of fur is plastic. Head to her toes, yeah, they say that she's a latch. Yeah, the whispers all around say she has a reputation. Don't believe it till I see it, so I want a demonstration. And I've always learned it better with a hands-on education, so I need a private session if you get what I am saying. And they say that she's not easy, no, she's really complicated, but that only makes it better, and it's got me so fixated. And I'm not the type to wait around, I've never hesitated, but she's got me captivated, so the game, I'm gonna play it, yeah. She got a body like a coke thing, she likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely, I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a coke thing, she likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely, I want that body, baby, show me.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, a couple of episodes back, we caught up with some of our young aspirants and sports enthusiasts and saw how they're doing lately. While, of course, most of us are at home and have been wanting to play sports outside again. In this episode, let us meet one very accomplished professional athlete of our country and get to know how he is and what he's been up to lately. This is your host, Isa Chong, and welcome to Off the Court. All right, on today's show, we have a former Ateneo Blue Eagle, a member of the Philippine basketball national team, a five-time PBA champion, and a three-time PBA Finals MVP, a nine-time PBA All-Star, one of the veteran point guards of Barangay Ginebra San Miguel, and is now part of the coaching staff of NCAA's recent champions, the Letran Knights. Let us all welcome Mr. L.A. Tenorio.
Hi,
Hello!
hello. Good afternoon, Isa. Good afternoon to all the
Maraming
listeners.
salamat sa
Listening
time,
to all of you.
LA.
Anytime,
Ayan.
anytime, of
So,
course. Marami naman tayong time.
LA, oh, maraming time talaga. And kamusta ka ba, LA? And how's your family, the kids, ngayong lockdown?
Me personally, I'm doing okay. I'm doing well, and my family also. We're okay. We're safe. Um, yung family ko rin back home in the province, safe din sila. So I'm very happy na safe tayong lahat, diba? So, yun.
Ayan. So, ngayon nga na medyo marami tayong time because of the quarantine at pahinga muna sa PBA. Ano ba ang iyong pinagkakaabalahan lately off the court at ngayon na mostly nasa bahay ka lang?
Mostly working out dito sa bahay. Nakapagpatayo na ako ng gym dito sa bahay, sarili. So,
Wow.
kasi kasi wala eh, yun na yung kailangan kong gawin for me to be ready. And not only to be ready once na patawag kami. And by the way, as of today, as of kanina, naglabas na yung IATF ng go signal for
Mm-mm.
basketball and any sports na pwede na kayo mag-practice. So, yung mga pinaghirapan naming workouts individually dito sa bahay, I think magagamit na rin namin kahit onti-onti lang, kahit pakonti-konti lang sa basketball court, no? So, yun, been doing that, been doing workouts every day, doing Pilates also,
Mm.
every twice a week, at least twice a week. Um, and yun lang, spending time with my family, of course, after doing all the workouts in the morning. And yun, playing PlayStation at night before going to sleep, pagtulog ng mga bata. So, yun lang.
Kailangan antayin muna, oo, natulog na yung mga bata.
Oo.
Ayun.
Oo eh.
Pero, syempre, ang dami-dami ko na nakausap rin na athletes sa past few months and talagang the discipline needs to be there, no? Para ready na. Ayun nga, kanina lang na-announce na pwede na uli mag-practice. Ngayon, LA, may mga na-start ka rin bang business or hobbies itong quarantine?
Meron naman, may mga maliliit na business naman na nasisimulan at sisimulan na rin. So, that's the good thing. I mean, this is not a good thing, no? Excuse me,
Mm.
itong nangyari sa atin. But, um, nagkaroon ako ng opportunity na mag-isip kung ano yung pwede nating gawin, di ba? So, ngayon, so far, nagsusupply ako ng eggs from Batangas.
Mm.
So, yun yung isa kong nagagawa ngayon, pinagbibisihan ko. And marami pa rin ako naisip doing, reading books na hindi ko naman nagagawa before kasi syempre busy na rin, nakakain na rin ng oras with the practices and games. Pero ngayon, nagawa ko. So, yun. Yun na yung so far ginagawa ko ngayon na iba compared dun sa normal nating uh, before before mag-start yung lockdown na to.
Ayan, busy pa rin, no? Busy pa rin kahit na quarantine
Mm,
na. And
yes.
we have to make sure na punong-puno pa rin ang schedule natin. Kahit ganun. Ngayon, LA,
Mm,
let's go to your career naman. So you started playing at a
mm,
young age sa Don Bosco Makati. And we had Don Bosco Makati actually as our guest in one of our previous episodes. You went to Adamson, then transferred to Sambeda. Can you tell us paano ka ba nagsimula at nahilig sa paglalaro ng basketball? Sino ba naging influence, biggest influence sa'yo?
I started playing basketball when I was 6 years old, when I was in the province in Nasugbu, Batangas, no? Uh, I was influenced by my friends and mostly my relatives, my cousins na mas matatanda sa akin, mostly. Sila yung mahilig talaga mag-basketball and before naman talaga, wala naman talagang ibang ginagawa. Wala pa tayong mga gadgets, di ba? Before,
Mhm.
uh, so lalabas ka lang talaga ng bahay and mag-iisip ka kung anong pwede mong gawin. So that time, dahil nga yung mga pinang mahilig maglaro ng basketball. So yun yung na-introduce sa akin na sport, no? Actually, yun lang yung sport na for the longest time na alam ko until nag-start ako maglaro ng golf. So, pero growing up, it's really basketball lang talaga. So, yun. And then I had an opportunity to study here in Manila, in Don Bosco, Makati nga. So, nag-start ako maglaro ng basketball ng team sport nung third grade. Grade 3 ako. So, naging part na ako
Mm.
ng team and um, yun, nagkaroon ako ng opportunity maglaro. Then from there, tuloy-tuloy na. Ah, hindi na ako tumigil maglaro ng basketball until nung college na na-injure ako. Mm.
Mm, ayun.
So, yun.
Yan nga, I feel like maraming nanonood talaga ng mga young aspirants who would get inspired by stories like yours, no? Kasi it's really possible. Anything is possible. Wow. Okay, so ngayon,
Mm.
during your time sa Ateneo, ano ba yung mga, oh yan, ano muna tayo, walk down memory lane. Ano ba yung mga biggest challenges na nakaharap mo as a college player? At sino ba ang pinakamasasabi mong pinakamahirap na match up mo nung time na yon?
Um, First, no, I'm gonna tell you a story about challenges, no. Um,
Mhm.
when I was first year college in Ateneo, that was my biggest challenge sa aking career as a basketball player. Because coming from high school in San Beda, I transferred to Ateneo and then nagkaroon ako ng problem with time management between studies and paglalaro ng basketball. Um, Ateneo is very strict about it. And I think a lot of people know that. Sobrang strict sila with regards with the study. So I think during the first year college ko when I finished the UAAP nung first sem first year ko, during the second sem I
Mm.
was suspended. I was suspended
Hmm?
by the team, by the university actually, by all the team and the university because of the grades. Hindi ko na meet yung kulang lang ako ng point 2 I think, point 2 o point 1 dun sa average grade. So they have to
Oh.
suspend me so I can catch up for the second sem. So I didn't practice for the whole second sem with the team. So I have my own time. Kailangan mag-practice ako on my own and mag-workout ako on my own na hindi ko nakikita yung team kasi maiinggit daw ako. So,
Mhm.
so meron ako sariling time. So, during their practice, nag-tutor ako. After their practice, then that's the time ako mag-workout. So, yun yung biggest challenge for me. I was about to quit already playing in Ateneo. And I'm not proud, no? But because of this situation na nangyari sa akin before, eto ako ngayon, na bilang isang LA Tenorio, no, nakaharap nyo ngayon. So, yun yung kumbaga yung naging turning point din ng aking career na I realized na, basketball is just, it's just a sport na kumbaga student athlete pa rin talaga. I mean, yun yung
Yes.
very basic explanation. that's why katulad nga ng sinabi ni Coach Norman, kaya nga tawag sa kanya student athlete. Student comes first, 'di ba? Hindi siya athlete student,
Mm.
'di ba? So yun yung naging biggest challenge sa akin. And then eventually, natutunan ko na kung paano yung sistema sa Ateneo, how will you manage your time between studies and paglalaro. So yun, nakuha ko naman, and then, I'm very thankful also sa Ateneo. Sobrang thankful ako sa Ateneo community and mga taong tumulong sa akin sa Ateneo for me to survive, and to learn how to stand on my own, maging confident ako na kayanin ko lahat ng mga naging challenges sa akin nung college ako. So far, yun yung, kumbaga, yun yung biggest challenge sa akin. More than the players na nakalaban ko, na babanggitin natin,
Mm.
na kaya ang mga nahirapan akong bantayan, siguro that's part of the game. Nandiyan naman sina Mike Cortez, nandiyan sina Paul Ardadi, nandiyan sina Denok Miranda, mga kasabay ko yan eh. Ang dami, marami. But, more than that, I think the biggest challenge for me was really, the time management when I was in Ateneo during my first year college. And it really turned my career around. Kumbaga, nag-iba yung perception ko sa buhay, 'di ba? Yung character, yung values ko, nag-iba rin talaga. So, I'm very thankful for that. And sa tingin ko, yun yung biggest challenge for me. Yung matchups, lahat talaga, marami talaga. Yung Mike Cortez. Number one yun. Kasi sobrang galing niya yun talaga ng time.
Yan, si Mike Cortez pala. Ayun nga, it's great that you told us your story, no? Kasi ang dami rin natin nakakausap
Mm.
ng mga student athletes. And I really think na talagang discipline ang number one that's needed and perseverance like you mentioned, no? So, thank you for sharing your inspiring story, LA. Now, because of that nga, nalalagpasan mo lahat yon, you were drafted 4th overall in the 2006 PBA draft by the San Miguel Beermen and traded to the Alaska Aces for Mike Cortez and Ken Bono. Also included in that trade was Larry Fonasher. Can you tell us paano nga ba nag-a-adjust ang isang player when switching teams? Like sa PBA, pwede mo rin bang i-describe yung naging stint mo sa Alaska?
First, being traded is part of our job, part of our being a professional basketball player. Part talaga is ready ka na matrade ka sa ibang team. Pero the time that I got traded, I was really, kumbaga, to be honest, I was really hurt na na-trade ako kasi San Miguel drafted me knowing that in time, kumbaga parang yun na yung magiging bahay ko talaga with Coach Olsen, with Olsen Racela being my mentor, naging teammate ko. So parang it's a perfect situation. It was a perfect situation for me. I was guided by Olsen, who's in San Miguel. I had teammates like Danny Siegel, Dorian, Danny I, and Don Don as my kuyas guiding me, being a PBA player. Kung paano nila ako tiruan magkaroon ng kumpiyansa sa game. It was really a perfect situation for me, and then all of a sudden, Good Friday, hindi ko makakalimutan yun. Good Friday na-trade kami. Na-trade kami ni Larry sa Alaska. So it was very difficult for me. I was very hurt that time. And then I think, really God has a perfect plan for everything. If hindi ako na-trade, hindi ako ganito. I mean, as a player, hindi rin ako ganitong ka-confident as a player because going back when I was in Alaska, Coach Tim Cone got me as his point guard, and he really molded me to be, and until now, na minold niya talaga ako na one of the leader ng team, na maging malaking factor sa isang team, na ma-handle ko. Binigyan niya ako ng opportunity to handle the team. Binigyan niya ako ng parang malaking responsibility Even na alam niya na mas bata ako sa mga naging players o naging teammates ko like Willie Miller in Alaska. I have Sonny Tos, Jeff Carriazo, even Poch Wino, naging teammate ko sila. Ah, so, yun, nabigyan lang nila ako ng opportunity. Nabigyan ako ng opportunity ni Coach Tim na talagang mag-bloom as a PBA player. And until now, I'm happy that na bumalik si Coach Tim sa amin sa Ginebra. Nagkasama ulit kami. And until now, parang tinuturuan pa rin niya ako until now. So, yun.
Yan, syempre the people around you din talaga help mold you into a better player, no? And very important yan. And speaking of that nga, yan, kailangan din natin tanungin, how fun is it ba playing with Willie Miller? Since nabanggit mo na kanina si Kuya Wills yan.
Tama nga, tumatawa na kaagad ako. Di ba ako nagkikwento? um, he, he, he was the most funniest PBA teammate na nakilala ko. And I learned a lot from him. You know,
Mm-mm.
isang tabi natin yung mga kalokohan na mga na natutunan ko sa kanya. But, okay, that's joke lang. Pero, in a serious note, I learned a lot from him. Not only on the technical side of the game, but as a player. Being a confident player, being a leader, being parang being
Mm.
accountable sa lahat ng mga actions mo. So, marami akong natutunan as a two-time MVP in the PBA. Siyempre, 'di ba? Matututo ka sa kanya talaga at papakinggan mo siya. We always play one-on-one before every practice. Imagine me playing one-on-one with the MVP. 'Di ba? Doon sa ano niya sa peak nung career niya. Sobrang dami kong natutunan dun sa kanya. And until now, yung mga natutunan ko sa kanya, ano pa rin, sobrang disiplinadong player yon. Ang hilig mag-workout, hilig mag-extra, and doon ko natutunan yon na talagang grabe yung work ethic ng player na yun.
Galing, galing. Ayan nga, kanina ka-chat ko si Kuya Will. Sabi niya sa akin, tawagin daw kitang XLR8. Accelerate. Ayun, wala lang. Sabi,
Accelerate. Yun, accelerate yun ang tawag niya sa akin eh.
ah,
Oo. Kasi ang bilis-bilis ko
ayun.
daw. Mm,
Ah,
mm,
ayun naman pala,
oo.
XLR8 yan. Galing. Hi, Kuya Wills and Ate Kate.
Axel. Oo, Kosa. Kosa pangalan namin niya, Kosa. Mm.
Ayan. So, ayun nga, nung August 31, 2012, you became part of the Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Besides all your accomplishments, championships and finals MVP awards, maaari mo bang i-describe, lalo na sa mga kabataan ngayon na nangangarap din one day mapabilang sa PBA's Darling of the Crowd team, kung paano ba ang pressure, intensity at excitement na maglaro para sa mga kabarangay Ginebra?
The pressure is always there. Playing
Mm.
for, when you're wearing Ginebra jersey, every game, nandiyan ang pressure. Mapa no bearing game man yan o with bearing, most especially. Malaking pressure talaga ang dala-dala. Kasi you're not only playing for yourself, for your job or for your team, di ba? You're playing also for the crowd. You have to think you have to think of them also. Kasi yun nga laging preach ni Mark Kagiwa. Every game pag medyo nagsa-struggle kami sa game, he always reminds us that those people came here to watch us, not to win. At least play hard or give our best. Win or lose, they're gonna appreciate that. And doon mo ma-appreciate talaga. That's why people loves Mark Tagiwa, and I think he's gonna be the next Robert Jaworski, being face of Ginebra. But yun yung pressure eh. Kumbaga, nagbayad yung mga yan para manood sa inyo. Hindi yan manood sa inyo, hindi lang siyempre gusto nilang manalo, pero the end of the day, just parang makita lang tayo mga players na binibigay natin ang lahat. Kumbaga, you never say die attitude nandun. Win or lose, they're gonna appreciate that. So, That's the pressure. Yung bagay, yun yung pressure na sinasabi natin playing for Barangay Ginebra. But most of the time naman, kumbaga parang overall naman in general, playing for Barangay Ginebra is one of the PBA players dream also to play for Barangay Ginebra, 'di ba? So, sino ba naman may ayaw maglaro sa Ginebra? So, yun lang yung sa akin. I enjoy playing with Ginebra. I really enjoy playing with Ginebra, sa Ginebra because of the fans. Sobrang ramdam mo talaga sila. Imposibleng hindi mo sila maramdaman. Kahit hindi ka naglalaro ng basketball, kahit nasa ibang bansa ka, kahit bakasyon, uh, they're all over the place. Yung mga fans, nandyan sila lahat. Mapa matanda, mapa super matanda, lolo, lola. Ah, nakakatuwa. Nakakatuwa lang kasi updated sila. Alam nila kung ano nangyari, kilala nila tayo, 'di ba? Kilala nila kami. So kahit saan ka magpunta, nakakatuwa lang. Kaya but again, there is kumbaga may kasabihan nga na 'di ba sa Bible na to whom much is given, much is required, 'di ba? So ganun talaga, may pressure talaga. Hindi naman mawawala 'yun. Mm.
Ayan, kakaiba talaga ang fans ka ng Barangay Ginebra. And it's great to
Mm.
know that. It's humbling to know, LA, no, na as a
Mm.
veteran player like yourself, meron pa rin talagang pressure when playing for games like that. Ngayon nga, speaking of pressure, you've been a part also of the Philippine national team multiple times. And you've been playing with different races na mas malaki sa'yo. So as a point guard, ano bang iyong advice para sa mga younger guards on how they can handle playing with other guards or player that's much bigger than them on the court, especially sa international stage?
I think my advice lang no sa lahat ng mga aspiring basketball players, especially uh, playing for the national team also, lalo na ngayon yung mga bata. Uh, for sure you will never win sa match-up kasi kung mas malaki sila at maliit tayo, 'di ba? Doon pa lang disadvantage na tayo, malaking disadvantage na tayo. Pero you really have to find your edge. Whatever it is, kung ano man yung edge na makuha mo sa kanila on a certain given situation, on a certain time during the game, you really have to grab that opportunity. Hindi mo pwedeng palampasin. And also, the uh, yung preparation is important also. Not only physically, but more so mentally and emotionally. You really have to prepare yourself. Kung sinabi ko kanina sa Ginebra, yung pressure nandun, siguro triplehin mo or times four pa yung pressure pag naglalaro ka sa national team. Uh, you have to overcome that. I mean, you cannot say, mas malaki yun. Hindi tayo mananalo dito. No. You have to find your edge. And I'm sure meron yan. Imposibleng wala. No, na magkakaroon tayo na. That's what I do. That's what I do every day. That's why siguro nagkaroon ako ng opportunity also to play for the national team, for the World Cup also, na kahit papaano naman nakapag-contribute naman ako sa team because I always make sure that whatever it is that I can contribute to the team, doesn't matter scoring, playing defense, cheering for my teammates, doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you're playing for the national team, you're part of the team. Diba? You're part of the top 12 best player in the Philippines. Diba? So, you set aside the ego and set aside the ego kasi syempre, meron kasing nangyari if you're playing for the national team. Tendency kasi magpagalingan kasi lahat kayo magagaling eh. Di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Lahat magagaling kasi kaya nga kayo nakuha sa 12 sa final 12 lineup because kayo yung top 12 sa buong Pilipinas na magagaling. 'Di ba? And with that, for you to be successful as a player, especially as a point guard and as a leader sa court, you really have to set aside your ego. You just have to find your edge, find the best na pwede mo magawang contribution sa team. And make sure that when you're really prepared, mentally, emotionally, and physically before the game, I don't think you're gonna have a problem. Win or lose, I don't think you're gonna have a problem. At least uh, nandun ka and you tried your best and you gave your all and bahala na, 'di ba? Oo, you just have to find that edge. Yun lang.
Great pieces of advice, LA. Thank you so much for sharing that. Feel ko pati ako ang dami ko natutunan today. Okay, so I feel like ang dami mong name-mentor na mga younger kids. And speaking of this, no, you started the basketball camp called the Method
Mm-mm.
Basketball. We would like to
Yes.
know more about it. So can you tell us about your camp?
Yes, it's Method Basketball Academy. So I started this with my partner, Coach John Benson, also who used to be my teammate in San Beda when I was in high school. We started this, I think, 5 years ago. Um, Even with my busy schedule, I always make sure na makapunta ako sa camp. This is a whole year-round camp. Before nagkaroon tayo ng lockdown, no? This is a whole year-round and summer, ito yung pinaka-busiest uh, season namin with regards with the basketball camp. So, our schedule is in the afternoon because my practice is in the morning. So after practice, I really make sure na makapunta ako doon at makita ako ng mga bata. And ako talaga nagtuturo. So, it's tiring, yes, after, but it's very fulfilling for me. During the time na nagtuturo ako sa mga bata, sobrang hindi ko nararamdaman yung pagod. So, kumbaga ito yung stress reliever ko ba? Yun ang ginagawa ko eh. So, I miss teaching kids actually. Nami-miss ko na talaga na magturo ng mga bata and to also to share my knowledge not only in basketball but also what happened to me, 'di ba? In
Mm-mm.
life, 'di ba? Sharing also kung anong maganda, not only playing basketball, 'di ba? Kasi yung mga batang 'yan, sobrang actually lagi ko nga sinasabi sa mga bata na napakaswerte nila kasi yung time ko wala naman ako mga basketball camp, basketball clinic eh na pinupuntahan every summer, 'di ba? Sariling sikap, 'di ba? Ngayon, left and right, sa harap, sa likod, may mga camps eh. Different, 'di ba? Ngayon may mga online pa nga, online basketball camps, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
So, napakaswerte nila kasi meron silang ganun and nagtuturo pa eh. Minsan nagdadala ako ng guest basketball players na makapag-usap din sa kanila, magturo sa kanila.
Wow, ayan. So that is Method
Mm.
Basketball Academy. Ang dami mo nang
Mm.
na-inspire na mga young aspirants, LA, no? Ngayon, ano
Mm.
ba ang
Mm.
mapapayo mo sa mga young aspirants na nangangarap din maging isang professional basketball player? Let's hear it from LA Tenorio.
To all aspiring basketball players, especially yung mga bata pa na talagang future ng Philippine basketball, not only the PBA but Philippine basketball per se. So again, I just want to share na sana and I just want to tell you guys na very important talaga for me is number one, to finish your studies. Yun ang pinaka-importante. Finishing your studies means that you have discipline, you have the responsibility, 'di ba? You have the responsibility, kumbaga na lampasan niyo yung responsibilidad na 'yon at saka yung accountability niyo sa inyong buhay, no? Napaka-importante talaga nun ng pag-aaral. Pangalawa ay siyempre nandun yung discipline. Pangalawa yung values natin sa buhay. Values na you always respect the game. You respect your teammates, respect whoever man na nakasama nyo before at makakasama nyo at nakasama nyo, 'di ba? Yung past, future and present na mga nakasama nyo. You have to respect them. You have to make sure that you look back kasi yung mga tumulong sa inyo kung papaano kayo naging isang, let's say for example, naging successful basketball player kayo, yung mga tumulong sa inyo, you look back. That's part of the values as a basketball player also. And not also as a basketball player. Not only as a basketball player, but as a person also. As a human being, di ba? Uh, Pangatlo, it's So meron tayong discipline, studies, responsibility, values, and pangatlo is always always make sure that you work hard. Yeah, you work hard. Make sure that if you know your weaknesses, make sure i-improve nyo yung weaknesses nyo, and yung mga strengths nyo, make sure na you make it, kumbaga, kung ang strength nyo mga nasa 60-70%, you make it 80%. Kung ang weaknesses nyo nasa 40, you make it 50. That's okay already. Diba? So make sure meron kayong target sa ganun, with regards with your strength and weaknesses. And it will boils down to how hard you work every single day. So, na makapag practice kayo. You really have to find time to practice. Kasi yan ang magdadala sa inyo once na nagle-level up yung career ninyo. No? And then lastly, of course, prayers. Hindi mawala ang pagdarasal. Yan ang pinaka-importante. I can say siguro na kaya until now, nandito pa ako, naglalaro pa ako. Well, nandito pa, nakakapaglaro pa ako. It's because of the power of the players. No? Yan ang importante para na gusto ko i-share sa inyo. So hopefully, to all the aspiring basketball players out there, hopefully yung future ng Philippine basketball, once na makarating na kayo dun sa gusto nyo marating, sana huwag nyo kakalimutan na kung saan kayo nanggaling. Diba? Inuulit ko ulit yung kayo galing. And make sure if you're gonna represent the country, you make us proud by playing hard. We're not asking you guys to win at all costs, but make us proud. Make us proud. Yun lang.
Ang dami nating nuggets of wisdom na iuwi, no? So, nakuha ko doon, values, studies, responsibility, hard work, and prayers, and humility. Did I miss anything? Memory. Ayan. Okay, so speaking of giving advice and teaching young aspirants, no, you are also part of the coaching staff of Letran Knights, like we mentioned earlier, the recent NCAA champions. And ngayon, meron tayong mga special guests para kay Coach LA. Let us welcome Fran Yu and Bon Batilier. Yay! Hello!
Hi, Coach!
Hi, Coach!
Hello! Hello!
Advance,
Uy, si
Coach.
Bonbon, nasa PBA na yan. Salamat!
Okay. Fran and Bon, kamusta kayo?
Okay lang
Ayos
po.
naman po.
Advance happy birthday pala, Coach.
Uy,
Thank you, Bon.
magba-birthday na
Thank you.
pala.
Practice na. Next week.
Advance happy
Pa-practice na tayo.
birthday.
Pwede na. Pwede.
Ay, may nagtatanong nga pala kanina, no, sa Facebook feed natin. Kailan daw ba ang start ng practice ng Letran uli? That is from Aaron Martinez. Meron na ba kayong napag-usapan?
Wala pa eh. Wala pa kaming final kasi most of the players are in the province pa. So hindi pa namin alam kung paano namin i-schedule. Tsaka walang gym ang Letran eh. Giniba.
Giniba.
Practice. Giniba.
Okay.
Giniba. So wala pa.
Okay. Okay. So, ano muna, kamustahin ko muna kayo, Fran and Bon. Ano bang ginagawa nyo lately nitong quarantine? Fran, ikaw muna.
Ano po, workout po, tas every Monday may Zoom meeting po kami na Coach LA. Tapos sa sideline po ng Grahams.
Oo nga, nakita ka lang namin sa news kahapon. Galing. Pili kayo, ayan.
Oo nga, all over the news yun. Good job, Fran.
Oo nga eh. Grabe.
Coach.
Ikaw, Bon, kamusta?
Okay lang naman po. Papawis lang po araw-araw. Tapos, yun lang. Saka ML, wala na ibang magawa po. Dito lang sa kwarto.
ML. ML lang.
Yun naman pala. Okay. So, Fran and Bon, paano nyo ba i-describe si Coach LA as a coach and as your mentor? Fran uli?
Ako muna, bata. O ikaw muna.
Ako muna.
Sige ka muna.
Sobrang po si Coach LA. parang attention to details po talaga yung mga turo sa amin ni Coach LA. Tas sobrang pasensyoso na sa amin kasi yung iba hindi po namin alam yung mga kailangan namin gawin. Tas iniisa-isa niya po. Ayun po.
Ayan. Ikaw naman, Bon?
Ako, para sa akin, si Coach Eli, sobrang laki ng naitulong niya sa amin, lalo na sa aming mga gwardiya. Saka, lalo na sa akin nung finals namin. Kasi yung bago mag-finals, di ako makatulog eh. Kinabukasan finals na di ko alam. Siguro napipressure. Wala akong ibang magawa, wala akong ibang maisip kung ano gagawin. Chinat ko si Coach Eli, humingi ako ng advice sa kanya kung paano gawin para anong gagawin bukas kasi sobrang nakaka-pressure din. Kaya ayun, grabe yung sinabi ni Coach Eli sa akin na laking tulong talaga tawag ito, sobrang laking tulong sa laro na mga sinasabi niya sa akin kasi nagawa ko na yung kaya kong gawin.
Ayun. Okay, and then in line with that, no, ano ba ang mga natutunan nyo kay Coach LA na pwede nyong i-share sa amin? Fran, ikaw ulit?
Sa akin, pinaka tumatak na tinuro sa amin ni Coach yung paano lumaban sa ball screen. Kasi pag yung sa FIBA nila, mas malalaki yung mga kalaban nila. Tapos, kung paano yung gulang na gagawin mo pag malalaki yung kalaban mo, uunahan mo talaga sila sa pwesto. And gray yun, Coach, di ba? Gray
Oo,
tawag
grade natin.
natin.
Grade.
Fight over talaga yun eh.
Naturo ko
ayun.
sa kanila.
Ayan. And I'm sure na isa lang yan sa napakarami nyo natutunan kay Coach LA,
Opo,
no? Ngayon, ikaw, Bon, ikaw naman, ano ba ang masishare mo sa amin na natutunan mo kay Coach LA?
Sa akin, yung paano maging leader ng team kasi isa ako sa mga senior last year. Tinuro niya sa amin tatlo kung paano maging leader, paano dalhin yung mga teammate namin, paano sila bigyan ng kumpiyansa. Kaya sobrang laking natulong sa amin.
Ayun. Okay, ngayon, last na to Fran and Bon, ano ba ang message niyo naman para kay Coach LA? Fran?
Ako, Coach, maraming salamat po sa mga lessons na tinuro niyo sa amin, sa mga pointers. Thank you rin po kasi kayo yung naging, kumbaga leader namin kayo, Coach eh. Kasi kayo yung nandun sa PBA, kayo yung sinusundan namin ng yapak. Sana po, pagdating ng panahon, magkita tayo dyan, Coach, sa PBA, Coach. Ayun pa nga.
Maabutan ko pa kayo. Sana maabutan ko pa kayo.
Pa yan, Coach. Ironman ka.
Kaya yan.
Ayun lang.
Ayun. Ganda na message. Sana maabutan ka daw ni Fran sa PBA. Bon, ikaw naman, ano message?
Coach, maraming salamat po sa natulong mo sa amin, lalo sa akin, kung paano maglaro. Sana, Coach, pag nagkalaban tayo, pagbigyan mo ko, Coach,
Patay ka. Sabi ko na, hihiling yun. Naunahan mo.
Ayan. A short but sweet, no? Ikaw ba, Coach LA, meron ka bang message para dito sa dalawang to?
Hindi, ako message ko sa kanilang dalawa, no? Especially nakasama ko sila. Naging part ako ng champion team ng Letran. Nakasama ko silang dalawa. Message ko lang siguro, unahin ko muna si Fran, no? Si Fran kasi good listener yan eh. Yan ang importante sa isang, especially sa isang point guard. Napapagalitan ko yan, napapagsabihan ko. Kasi nga, nakikita ko naman kasi yung potential eh. Talaga especially nung mga latter part of actually, to be honest, nung last year summer, wala pa sa rotation namin si Franyu eh. Kumbaga, parang, huwag naman sana lumaki ulo niya, pero lagi kong pinupush kasi na bigyan ng opportunity, bigyan ng chance si Franyo kasi I think we we can use him pagdating sa NC. So I think nagkaroon siya ng breakout game sa ano to, yung PBA, ano yun? Ano ba yun? Yung
God skills,
D-League.
coach.
God skills saka
Mm.
D-League yan. D-League yan eh. Parang ano, yun. So, karoon siya ng breakdown and then yun, from there, nagkaroon and then at tinignan ko na rin siya. Hindi ko naman sila masyadong pinagsasabihan kasi may marami na ring coach na nagsasabi sa kanila. I just want to make sure lang minsan na kung ano yung sasabihin ko sa kanila, yung magagamit na kagad nila. Yan, yung alam ko na hindi lang on that game nila pwede magamit but in the future. No? Kasi being a active player pa rin, yun din kasi yung isa kong na nagagawa. So gusto ko rin i-share sa kanila. No? And I was really happy na naging finals MVP si Fran kasi na-justify ko yung sinabi ko. Nasabi ko rin sa interview na siya magdadala sa amin sa championship, no? So, well, with the veterans,
Aw.
siyempre, given na yun eh. So, na-justify ko lang na siyempre, wag lalaki ulo, 'di ba? Katulad ng sinabi ko kanina kung narinig nyo, maging humble kayo tsaka yung 'di ba? You never forget to look back, no, sa mga taong naging inspirasyon nyo tsaka tumulong sa inyo. Especially sa iyo, Fran, marami ka pang matututunan. Na. So,
Yes,
yun.
coach.
And kay Bonbon naman, kay Bonbon, ito, ano to, fighter to eh. Yun ang
Wow.
description ko sa kanya. Oo, fighter yan eh. Fighter yan. He's capable kasi siya na mag-take charge. Willing siya na to take the responsibility na, sige, kung matalo, sisihin ako. Basta ako yung naging, ako yung gumawa ng sitwasyon, no, para responsibility ko yun. It's a great parang it's a great thing for a leader, na willing ka to take that responsibility. You take charge kung kailangan mo mag-take charge, and hindi niya kailangan umiscore na marami para makita mo yung presence niya sa loob ng court. Yun yung ni description ko kay Bon Batelier. And I'm so happy also. I was happy na na-drop sila sa PBA. Kasi naman talaga, alam ko team naman talaga ng mga bata to play in the PBA. It's so, Bon, nandiyan ka na. Kumbaga,
Yes, coach.
bagong chapter ng buhay mo. You already one foot, parang forward na. Kumbaga sa PBA. Again, ang parati ko sinasabi sa mga batang player ng PBA, it's not how you enter the PBA. It's na hindi sa kung paano ka makapasok sa PBA. Ang importante sa PBA kung paano ka tatagal. 'Yun ang
Yes, coach.
importante. Wag kang makontento na nandiyan ka na sa PBA, okay na. Ang goal mo ngayon kung paano ko tatagal na effective sa team kung saan ka man maglalaro. So, 'yun ang wag mong kakalimutan na kasi may ibang player kontento na nasa PBA, especially pag napapunta sa magandang team na nagcha-champion, 'di ba? Hindi ano 'yun. Kumbaga, maganda 'yun for a start, 'di ba? 'Yun ang gusto ng lahat na mag-champion ka agad. Hindi, it's a long process. I won my
Yes.
first championship after 5 years? About 2006, 2012, 6 years. 2010. Tama, almost 5-6 years bago ko nakuha yung first championship. It's a long process, struggle, diba? But again, ang importante kung paano ka tatagal sa PBA. So, it's a big adjustment. Hindi madali It's really a big adjustment.
Yes, coach.
Kasi
Yes.
unang-una, star player ka sa Letran dito sa PBA. Hindi mo pwedeng isipin na star player ka ulit dito. You have to adjust.
Yes, coach.
Yun ang sinasabi ko. Kay Jeric, sinabi ko rin yun. Si Jeric kasi player namin. Nakakatawa. Ang tawag sa akin, coach eh. So, naiilang ko na sinabi yung mga teammates ko. Sabi ko, Jeric, huwag mo na tawagin coach dito. Hindi ako coach dito. Player ako. So, yun din ang sinabi ko kay Jeric eh, na you fight for your position. You fight for your spot. Every single day. Hindi every game. You fight for your spot. So, sa iyan eh. Huwag mong hahayaan na kunin ng iba.
Yes, coach.
Huwag kang mag-alala, pagbibigyan kita. Mga 10 points lang. Pagkatapos ng 10 points, tama na. 10 points lang, pwede na. So yun.
Ayan.
I'm very proud of them. Sana malayo pa yung marating nila and sana lahat ng mga actually marami rin ako natututunan sa kanila. Hindi lang sila yung natututo sa akin. By coaching them, by watching them playing, marami ako natututunan sa kanila. And added pressure sa akin, katulad ng pinag-usapan natin isa. Kasi
Mm-mm.
napapanood pa nila ako eh. So, ang kapal naman ng mukha akong magturo sa kanila. Kung ako naman, di ko nagagawa, di ba?
Mm-mm.
Nakikita nila, hindi ko nagagawa. So, added pressure din sa akin. So, yun. Mm.
Ayan, the grind never stops talaga. Sobrang idol ko kayong
Mm.
tatlo. Ayan, and speaking of, meron tayong mga babatiin lang sandali ha. Ayan, shout out daw kay Aaron Martinez, AS Maapi League, LA Natics, Janet Rembon,
Mm.
Jake Medina, tapos advance happy birthday daw LA from Janet Rambon,
Yun.
and also
Thank you.
Fantastic Fran U Fans Club. Favorite ko yang si Fran and Bonbon. Yan, I can tell, no? Yan, Fran U talaga, sobrang ang dami mong fans. Yan, okay. Ngayon, commercial break muna tayo. Teka, alam kong nami-miss nyo ang makabalik sa training camp at makapag-continue ng inyong basketball career. Speaking of, once your lockdown period is over at gustong-gusto mo na makalaro ng basketball or volleyball, let's take it to a new level. Showcase your game-winning moves with C Sports. You may visit the following courts around the metro.
Watching your games online has never been this easy. Download C Sports on App Store or Google Play and stream all your games or favorite leagues straight to your mobile devices. Cut a clip of your game moves, share it online, and get a chance to join the C Sports 3x3 Challenge. Pickup game skeds will be announced with our online basketball court booking app. Everyone can join. Just download the app and register. Sa C Sports, live ka dito.
Once our lockdown period is over at gusto mong maglaro ng basketball, you may visit the following basketball courts around Metro Manila. Check out the Upper Deck, Prime Mobility, Playground at Ronak Art Center, Hoops Gym Caloocan, SGS Stadium, Tanduay Gym, and Barangay San Antonio Multipurpose Gym.
Sa C Sports, live ka dito.
Ayan, catch the following gyms around the Metro. C Sports, great job. Ngayon, bago ko magpaalam sa inyo, sino ba mga nais yung batiin muna? Let's start with Fran.
Ako po binabati ko yung family ko, tsaka yung management po namin, sila Boss Al, Boss RSA, Coach Bonnie, Boss Wyatt, Boss Eric, ayun po, tsaka yung girlfriend ko.
Yun.
Ayan. Go, Bonbon.
Binabati ko po yung pamilya ko sa amin sa Jensen, tsaka yung mga boss namin sa Litran, tsaka Boss Arisay, Boss Al, si Boss White, si Coach Bonnie, si Boss Eric, yung mga teammate ko din po.
Okay, LA.
Sa lahat ng mga PBA fans, most especially sa mga Barangay Ginebra fans, hello po sa inyo. Ano kami, magsa-start na ng practice. Hopefully, this is the first step na makapag-practice na, and then at the same time, matuloy na rin ang PBA na matagal nyo nang inaantay. So, patuloy nyo kaming samahang magdasal na sana matuloy na rin itong not necessarily basketball, no? Sa lahat ng sport dito sa Pilipinas, 'di ba? Para may mga mapanood na rin tayo, volleyball, may football, 'di ba? So sana matuloy na rin at mag-normalize na 'tong buhay natin. No? Siyempre binabati ko rin yung mga lahat ng mga tumulong sa amin sa Letran, 'di ba? Yung mga Letran community sa pag-welcome sa akin ng Letran community. And syempre, binabati ko na rin ang San Beda community, tsaka Ateneo community. So, baka magtampo sa akin. Tsaka syempre sa mga boss namin sa Letran, yan, sila Boss Al, Boss RSA sa San Miguel, mga coaching staff na Coach Bonnie, kay Father Vic. So, hello po sa inyo. Maraming salamat sa pagtanggap niyo sa akin sa Letran. So, yun lang. And sana lahat po tayo ay mag-ingat pa rin. Kahit sabihin na natin na nakakalabas na tayo, sana mag-ingat pa rin tayong lahat para hindi na talaga todo kumalat o dumami pa yung cases natin ng itong virus na to. Para makabalik na tayo sa normal na buhay natin eventually. So, yun. Maraming salamat.
Yan. Okay, shout out Coach Bonnie, Boss Y, Annalyn, hello, entire coaching staff. Okay, maraming salamat for joining us, no, LA, Fran, and Bonbon. Thank you for being on the show. I'm really looking forward to watching you all again on the court very soon. Maraming salamat and stay safe. Thanks, guys.
Thank you po.
Advance happy birthday to LA Tenorio. Woohoo! Maraming salamat to LA Tenorio. Fran Yu, of course, kasama rin natin kanina si Bonbon Matilier for sharing your basketball journey with us. Sana ma-inspire pa ang mga kabataan na mas magpursige para maabot ang kanilang mga pangarap. Sana rin ay mas marami pang matulungan na mga kagaya ni LA na professional athlete who gives back for the sports community na kanilang minahal by sharing their knowledge about the sport at patuloy na makapag-inspire pa ng mga kabataan. This has been Isa Chong for Off the Court, the podcast bringing sports to you live on and off the court. Bye!